You don't want to drink that?
No, I don't. Good evening, beautiful people. It is not morning. We have been puttering all day, really. Just puttering.
It's been a nice, wonderful, slow day.
It has been a nice, wonderful, slow day. The mowing is pretty much done, so that's not a big issue right now. I spent the day cleaning and housekeeping, and it was glorious, and things are like actually clean now, and I love it. So now that it is a bit cooler and it's not like super crazy sunny and hot, our goal for the evening is to try to get this well capped where it needs to be capped, or I guess like not capped, but
so there's no shut off to
the house, which you guys saw is blasting everywhere.
I can shut off the well.
Yeah.
But then there's no water anywhere.
Right.
And to fix the leaks, I need to be able to control where things are turned on, and so it's like I have to take apart this jerry rig and jerry rig it
right.
It's usable. It's just,
more jerry rigging. Fixing the jerry rig with another jerry rig. So also well test people are coming Monday or Tuesday, and we're trying to make sure like systems are fixed and kind of in place so that nothing goes wrong.
If they need a water sample, you know, I'd rather not have to pull the top off the thing.
Right. I mean, they probably will, but if they want to take it from a spigot, then at least we can have a spigot.
Just turn it on. There's my sample. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
And this is something we want to do in the long run anyways, because that way we can turn it off here and, you know, put spigots in the garden and all that kind of stuff. So this is our goal for the night. Fix the well situation.
Or at least get it usable.
Functioning, yes.
So something we found in North Carolina. There's spiders as big as my hands.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah.
Those are quite a bug.
We have black widows in California, and they're very prolific. Like, they're everywhere. Like
I couldn't do this. I would have already found like 10 black widows.
But they're like smallish. Well, so we're used to spiders.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a big deal. And we know where to look and, you know, to be careful. But the size, oh my word.
They're big out here.
Holy moly.
They're big enough to need names.
Yeah. This is Ralph. This is Ralph the spider.
Bob.
Yeah.
5/16. Whammo jammo. It actually works out. If I can get any of this to move and break free right there, we're in business.
Okay. Found this over by the farmhouse. Reclaimed it. Very nice table. Had dinner on it last night.
Oh, where's it at?
Oh no. You didn't put it in the pod, did you?
Oh, I hope not. No, there it is.
Oh, good.
Why this is in the truck, I have no idea, but I am grateful.
Yes.
If I just go to town, it's gonna snap all this.
Oh, cool. We don't want to do that.
No.
We're probably gonna replace all this at some point anyway.
Oh yes, right? I'm gonna redo all this. This PVC, if I don't break it right now, everything's rusted out. I mean, everything's rusted out, so it's all gotta come out.
Okay.
This might work, might fail miserably.
Well, that's pretty much everything in life, isn't it?
Yeah, it'll either work or it won't. Oh, that was a lot easier than I thought it was.
Whoa, no way.
Well, let's get the parts out and make sure I can reconnect this before I start cutting stuff.
That's probably a good idea.
Usually good practice. Got my new valve. I could actually put my new valve right there.
You're right there.
Look at that.
Oh my word.
It's just shoved over a piece of pipe. Yeah.
Profesh.
That'll work.
Oh my goodness.
I think the sad thing is I'm gonna put it back that way. I don't have the right fittings. Basically that right there.
Okay.
And then I'll just get this piece of pipe off and reconnect it.
Well, look at that.
Well, I guess I can reuse that.
The pipe part.
Yeah.
Not the fitting.
No, I can reuse that.
But that looks gross inside.
You don't want to drink that?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, then we'll jerry rig it.
That's disgusting.
We'll jerry rig it until we get the right part.
Okay.
Okay, that'll work.
Yay.
Temporarily.
Okay.
And I can reconnect it.
Okay.
I just need to go get Teflon tape.
Right.
And tape it all up and tighten everything together. And
sweet.
We will have water to the spigot on the well house.
Once we put the spigot on there.
Assuming Habnabbit.
What?
That's half inch.
Oh no, you got the right size.
I bought a different hose bib so I can change all that over.
Okay, cool.
Just a Band-Aid for now.
That's okay.
Okay, blowtorch again.
So we now have a shut off for the house.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So when I open this,
right,
it shouldn't leak.
Theoretically.
And it no leaky, yay! Okay, just a quick crack.
Woo?
Yep.
All right. Yay!
Yeah, it works. Okay.
Good job.
On to the hose bib.
All right.
Okay. I might have a long enough one.
That was longer than I thought it was.
Yep.
Do you have any spade bits with you?
I have a 3/4. I need bigger. Let's see what I got. And they had... Ooh, that might not reach.
Oh, no.
It might.
Well, we'll find out.
I know this is not freeze safe. This is temporary.
Yes.
This is just to get water flowing somewhere other than underneath the house.
Right? Yeah. That would be a good thing.
We plan to put in hydrants and
all the good
hose
stuff.
bibs all over the place.
Yeah.
And right now, this is all we've got. So
yeah.
it's just like, get it done, get it.
And it shouldn't be freezing until like November.
Yeah,
October.
we've got a little while before we have to worry about freezing.
Yep. Nope, guess not.
Wait a minute. Oh my gosh.
What? I can hear the wheels turning in your brain.
So, at our stop in Mississippi, I wonder if there's a big enough one. Oh, snap.
Nuh-uh, really?
Miss Charlotte, red, oh my gosh. Literally the right size.
Look at that! Oh, thank you, Red.
So there's a whole bunch of stuff that he had got at auction, and he was going through it. He's like, I don't need this. Take anything you want. If you think you can use it. I was like, I need spade bits.
There you go.
Brand new set of spade bits.
Yay!
It's kind of a square circle.
Squircle?
It's a squircle.
Right on. Ta-da.
Nope, doesn't reach.
No? Aw, dang it.
That's alright. I'll just make this larger because you always plan for it to go one way and it goes a different way.
That's true.
So I got an extra nipple and a coupler.
Oh, look at you go.
So we're fine.
Okay, cool.
It's a merchant.
Will that one fit better?
Yeah, look at the size difference.
Oh yeah, that looks way better.
I think that'll work.
Hit it with a hammer.
I don't have a hammer in here. Oh, yes I do. Maybe I don't, maybe I want to caress it.
Caress it.
You only get the hammer out after you're sweating and angry, and I'm just sweating.
You're not angry yet?
I'm not angry
okay,
yet.
Cool. Is that you caressing it?
Don't judge me. Now the question is, how do I tighten all this? Yeah, I'll just have you stand here with the crescent wrench, and I'll tighten it from the other side.
Okay. Okay, so we have to make the bigger one fit. after all.
Whatever that type of coupler is, it's just a straight thread all the way through, so you can screw in one side, but not the other. Okay. I didn't know that. I've never seen that part before.
Yeah, me either.
Can you hand me the hammer?
Oh, look, you need the hammer now. Here you are, love.
Har har, har har. Okay, we'll make this up. Okay, that's pretty tight. This was literally the shortest one I could find. It's like 6 feet long.
Gosh.
Okay.
Should I go out and turn on the faucet?
That's alright, I'll do it. Okay, moment of truth.
Alright, here we go. Come on, water. Yeah! Woo!
Alright, cool.
Sweet. Yay!
Alright, that's a good project for today.
It is. Alright, end of the evening. Sunset walk. It's beautiful.
This is becoming our nightly routine.
It is.
Just walk the property.
Walk the property. So we figured we'd take you around and kind of show you a couple areas that we have plans for.
Do we talk about this area?
We can. You want to talk about this area?
So, one of the things that we have both been intrigued with is the Chinese greenhouse.
Yes.
The Chinese greenhouse, it's a dugout, so you're using earth.
Right. Stable temperatures in the ground at certain times of year.
And then there's not very much over the top, and then you set it at the right angle. And because the way this property is laid out, south is right there.
Yes, that was one of the things we loved, was it's south facing.
If we build it, it's going to be 50, 60 feet long.
Probably.
By about from this berm to the fence.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Probably, something like that.
I think that'll be like 10, 12 feet wide, something like that. And then we'll probably go 8 feet deep.
Yeah.
So we want enough room. It's kind of crazy. We want to be able to grow citrus in North Carolina.
Yes, you know, it's the Californians in us, I guess.
Yes,
it's just the one thing we want to bring from California. Nothing else.
It's just one of those cool things. How cool would it be to have citrus grown in a greenhouse?
Yeah.
In an area that you don't grow citrus.
Yeah.
So.
A lot of people have heard us talk about it and mentioned the Nebraska farmer that grows.
Yep.
And that was actually what started us on this whole, yes, let's do an underground greenhouse.
Yes.
Kind of like a passive solar, passive heating, cooling.
Yep.
We would love to do that. We have quite a few tires around here. They might become part of that.
Do an earthship thing.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. So
that's years down the line.
Way down the line.
But that's just
something we would love to do.
Area.
Like really love to do.
So there's this area towards the front of the property out by the old farmhouse that we really think would be the best spot for an orchard.
Yes.
It's kind of down. I don't know. It's something about this area right
here. It just seems right for this part. So we're looking at, you can see the farmhouse. Just this whole slope. Kind of slopes to the front part of the driveway at the top. And it's like the end of this swale. So this is the last big swale.
And then it's driveway.
Yeah.
So basically this area in here, this is where the orchard's going to be. It's going to be fruit trees and nut trees and whatever we feel like. It's not going to be the only place we have fruit and nut trees.
No.
We're going to scatter them all over this whole property, but this is going to be pretty heavy.
Okay, we are at Kudzu Corner.
This is down at the front of the property and like literally this whole area was just kudzu up to
here.
And
kudzu.
I got this all mowed and knocked down, and being able to look at it, like it's coming back already. This stuff grows
really fast.
It's like the monster vines in Jumanji.
Yes, they are seriously Jumanji
this stuff grows, I think someone said it grows a foot a day or something like that. It's insane.
Insane.
So having knocked it all down and we can see there's no big holes, there's nothing crazy. This is an area like we'll run goats in here.
Yeah, goats, pigs. I mean, once
get it really disturbed. And kind of get a handle on it.
Yep, and put our chickens down here. As we've cleared, we have noticed that there are so many areas that we can just fence animals really quick and put them in there to work the ground, and then move them to the next spot. Like there's 6 acres doesn't sound like a lot.
We're overwhelmed.
And yeah, being here, both of us the other day were like, we wanted 20 acres? We were crazy.
Oh yeah.
Our lovely trash pile in the creek.
I don't know what they were doing, but they piled a whole bunch of old concrete down in here. I kind of wonder if maybe they were gonna try to make a lake or something like that.
Maybe, I don't know.
But all this in here, it gets real deep back in there.
Yeah.
Real deep. So maybe they were just filling it in. Maybe they were afraid of someone falling in or something like that.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, and then we still haven't figured out what it is, if it's algae or if it's high iron.
I mean, it smells like sulfur.
It does smell like sulfur, so we're wondering.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk to our water tester guy when they come out and see if they can test the spring too.
Yeah.
Like, we've cleared to the spring, we can get to the spring. I don't think that's made it on YouTube yet. We'll walk up here in a minute and show you that. It looks like there's an old spring house that used to, or like a spring box or something like that. We cleared to it and it was like, why is there
like
chunks
lumber?
Of wood,
yeah.
old lumber, and there's this huge tree growing out of where all this stuff was.
Yeah,
so
it's really cool.
It's pretty cool. And a spot that we're very excited about right here. Well, right here. So all this, a lot of people have spotted and seen. We've got it. We're cleared up to it. We can get to it.
Yes.
We have all of this
Elderberry.
grape.
Oh yeah.
All of the elderberry.
Yeah. So there's still, you can see there's some brambles in there still. And then the grape, which we're pretty sure is muscadine since we're down here in that area. They're just so pretty.
Yeah. Obviously, we're going to get some grapes.
Yeah.
Muscadines or sour grapes, whatever they are.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of them.
Check before we eat them. But.
Right. But this is where the spring starts. It's really dark in here. I don't know if the camera can see it.
Hopefully.
But there's all this wood that this tree has grown over. I mean, this is a pretty big tree.
It is.
And the way it's growing, all of this in here looks like it grew over something, which I'd assume was the spring house.
Yeah, and there's a lot of like placed rocks, or they seem placed, because there's not very many rocks everywhere else.
I mean, if you look over here, there's an ancient tire from 200 years ago.
200 years ago.
I don't know why. Maybe it's just because where we're from, you don't get stuff like this.
No.
You don't get creeks. You don't get, unless you're way up in the mountains.
Right.
And for us, this is just such a...
It is.
It's like
water flows out of the ground?
It's such a childlike happiness to come out and see water bubbling up out of the ground. Like,
and it's like 10 degrees cooler down here.
Oh, it's so much cooler down here. All these trees and the water. Riding around on the side-by-side this past week, every time I get over here, it's like, ooh, it feels nice.
It's really good down here. So that's been fun.
As we get further and further over here, we're down below the barn, and we're getting off towards the swamp. And come to find out, these are the best berries on the property.
They are.
There's berries all over this property. These are the sweetest.
Yeah.
These are so good.
There's a set towards the front of the property, and there I would say that's probably the biggest stand of like active berries right now.
Yeah.
But this set of berries.
These are the best.
Whoop, bump something.
I mean, look at these.
And they're big, and they're so good. Wow, there's even more.
There's even more ripe.
Yesterday.
But these are good.
Oh yeah. Can I have one? Thank you. Oh gosh, I think they're even better today.
Yeah. So that's pretty much the walk of the property.
Yeah.
Did the loop. Lots of garbage. The camera angles are perfect because if we go this way, you can see all the garbage.
Yeah, that's a lot of garbage.
But here pretty soon, it's all gonna go bye-bye. Well, except for the bricks. Those right there, we've got
bricks,
plans.
And then there's cinder blocks.
There's a whole bunch of cinder blocks. Oh, I'm gonna drop the camera. Back here in this junk pile. All back in there. So yeah. We've got a lot of junk, but some of the building materials we're excited for.
Yeah.
We get to use them.
Yes.
They're going to become garden beds and pathways and stuff like that.
Yep.
It's Let's walk over to the swamp. There's like snakes and stuff in here, so we don't really mess with the swamp.
And we've told the kids, like, you're not allowed down here.
Yeah, kids don't come down here.
Off limits.
Oh, look at all the frogs.
Oh my goodness. So, listening, we've been here 2 nights now.
Yeah.
And you can hear these frogs, and they are happy frogs. It's kind of sulfury down here.
Kind of sulfury.
Yeah.
We've tried these berries down here, and
they're not as good.
They're not as good.
Which is funny, because I mean, the good patch is right down that way, but
my finger got stuck.
But it's in a part that's not swampy.
Yeah.
I mean, it does get wet when it's raining.
Yeah.
But it's not as swampy, and they're tastier down there. Up here, they're not as good. So, who knows?
Eventually, I think we'd like to run pigs or something in here.
Yeah,
something to disturb it and really tear it up, clean it up.
Yeah, clear it out.
Because this is so thick in here.
It is. Like, if you, here, turn it this way. We have, the fence line is back over here, and it goes way back up in there. And that is all our property. So there's probably another, what, 1/4 acre maybe? That we can't even hardly see.
Maybe about an acre.
Yeah.
It goes way up to the ridge line. And we can't even get back in there. I
think that was a frog.
I think it was a frog. That was a big frog. I hiked up through the bush, and it's so thick in there, it's going to take a while to clear it.
Yeah.
But eventually, we want to be able to walk the entire property line.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Well, let's go feed these monsters and get everybody bathed in bed.
Yes. So that's it for the night.
Yeah.
We'll catch you guys on the next one.
Bye.